Hello everyone, we are with Mr. Suganth Kanan. He is the founding chairman of American STEM Institute. You must have seen part one. This is part two, and we are talking about the opportunities in America and how one can plan the American stay and with the whole family actually. And a few other topics we are covering is regarding opportunities with America, that is US, for business purpose. So how are you today?
Yes, I'm doing great today.
Okay, fine. Today's topic is regarding clean energy industry opportunities for Indian businesses in US. So it's a very important topic because our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, he spoke about this, and our government is focusing on clean energy industries now. So, what are some of the latest investments and projects in the clean energy sector by Indian companies in the US?
Yes, that's a great question, Chaitali, and a lot of interesting projects by Bharatiya companies in the United States that the viewers of India Business Market TV Live would love to hear about. So one of the major investments is that of Kolkata-based Vikram Solar. So through a joint venture model structure, they plan to invest 1.5 billion US dollars near Denver, Colorado, to construct a 2 gigawatt solar panel manufacturing plant with plans in the near future to expand that to 4 gigawatts. Another company, Mumbai based Wari Energies, they plan on investing $1 billion to set up a 3 gigawatt solar plant in Texas, United States, with plans to expand that to 5 gigawatts. So, a lot of healthy competition going on. And but on top of solar, you also have the rapidly developing and growing green hydrogen sector. Their Gurugram-based Acme Group plans on opening up a green hydrogen producing facility with capacity of 1.2 million tons per year on a 245-acre site in Port of Victoria, Texas. So a lot of exciting investments by homegrown Bharatiya companies in US in the clean energy sector.
Okay, are there any special programs, incentives, or partnerships offered by US government for the Indian businessmen who want to take their company global?
Yes, of course. Lot of new incentives and initiatives in clean energy because the US Congress, which is the equivalent of Indian Parliament, passed what is known as the Inflation Reduction Act, which has been a complete game changer for the clean energy industry. And Indian businessmen in the space can take advantage of this law. So companies with operations in the United States engaged either in renewable energy production or generation receive a tax credit of 2.75 cents per kilowatt hour of energy produced. And there's also a bonus of 10% on the tax credit of 2.75 cents if the investment happens to be in what is known as an energy community or a place where historically there has been a lot of coal and petroleum refineries in production because they're trying to rehabilitate the environment. So one of the best another great tax credit is what is known as the Clean Electricity Investment Tax Credit, which offers up to 30% dollar for dollar tax credit for developers of electricity generation projects with certain conditions. And this 30% tapers off in the next few years. So promoters, developers, and investors from Bharat need to act fast to lock in the tax credit when the percentage isn't high. And there's a lot of other provisions like this in that particular law. And at the state level in the United States, there are various programs, and of course, those require political connections with the state governor, which is similar to the Indian chief minister post.
Okay, very right. So, what are the growth prospects, regional and global, in this space?
Strong growth prospects. I mean, if you look in the last 10 years in Bharat, solar energy capacity has increased 30-fold and is currently at 75 plus gigawatts. And other sectors have seen similar growth, wind, green hydrogen. And globally, it's projected that the renewable energy as a whole is going to be surpassing coal as the number one source of electricity by next year, 2025. But of course, as with any hot sector, like AI and tech. This is also one of the hot and upcoming sectors. There are many macroeconomic factors that come into play. So companies who are operating in a space or sector, they need to be flexible and ready to adapt as the industry changes and grows over the next 5 to 10 years.
Okay. In terms of the supply chain, what specific subsectors in the industry can MSMEs pivot to export to US?
Yes, that's actually been one of the primary focuses of the Indian government, central government. So one of the niche areas where SMEs can focus on is components for wind turbines. So if you look at the data, export data, compared to 2019, Bharat now, the exports of wind turbine components have doubled as of 2023. So that's a particular area, great area to focus on. Of course, another product is solar PV or photovoltaic modules. So Bharat is slowly chipping away at the market share of China in this particular space. And with the PLI scheme, solar PV exports are steadily inching upward. But of course, in this, because a rising tide lifts all boats, every subsector in the clean energy industry, there's an opening for MSMEs to explore and pivot into and grow.
Okay. How do you feel the markets will value clean energy companies in the coming 3 years?
Right. I mean, in terms of financials, companies in the sector, they're valued on average at a multiple of around 12 times EBITDA. And till date, you have roughly 1.5 trillion US dollars in global investment. And that's projected to double or triple by 2040. So, I mean, if you look in the coming 3 years, there's still a lot of factors that one needs to look into. Global electricity price fluctuations, the impact of the Ukraine-Israel war on fuel prices, the elections in Bharat and US, and a host of other factors. So I would say that the strongest companies are those which will focus on niche and necessary technological innovation in this space. Because right now, a lot of the companies have been focused on, manufacturing and electricity generation, but those companies who produce, innovative machines, tools, technologies that companies like that can utilize will have, ability for strong success. Because those who are more focused on production and energy production, they may face challenges when energy prices fluctuate.
Okay, so what is the most exciting cutting development in this sector that industry players need to be on the watch for?
The utilization of AI and robotic technology to maintain these assets. I mean, if you look at many of these clean energy investments, like I mentioned at the beginning, they are mega multi-billion dollar, multi-year projects. So a lot of moving machines, capital investment, moving parts, a lot of risk involved, but also a lot of reward. So a lot of these funds, that are being expanded, the firms, they want to maintain those assets, like those capital investment. So for instance, in the field of AI, I see utilization of AI to help maintain solar panels, as well as utilizing robots for inspection, monitoring of valves in these mega power plants and clean energy power plants and factories. And also utilization of AI in energy contracts and trading. Of course, it's still in the nascent stages, so players need to adapt and take up an attitude of adaptability to succeed. And it'll be interesting to see how, the development plans for Ayodhya smart city pan out, because they're also planning on utilizing a lot of sustainable development methodologies in Ayodhya.
We have covered Allied Digital, which is looking after the Ayodhya Smart City. The whole project is with that company, so you can go and check out that video as well. And we have also spoken to Wari Company's MD, and he is also going to be with us maybe next week. So, okay, people who are watching this video, Suganth Kanan is currently in India. He is in Chennai and is planning to visit Mumbai. So, whoever wants to contact him, you can check the description box. I am going to put his email ID. You can just put an email over there and fix a meeting with him. So, Sugan, thank you so much. And we will be again back with part three, another exciting topic with Mr. Sugant Kanan. So, thank you, Sugant. Thank you for the
Sure. Thanks for
information.
having me, Chaitali.
Take care.
Thank you.